Thanks for 6 months, our dog. I would love a pleb only mode. Hey Andy, thanks. I'd all the credits work for the dancing part. It's not all of them, it's just typically Fire Temple. Fire Temple is cutscene 3, or the cutscene typically after Fire Temple, like the cutscene in Kakariko that shows Death Mountain Crater blowing up, or Death Mountain blowing up. That's cutscene value 3, and cutscene value 3 in Lon Lon is that cutscene. And it just happens to be for the credits warps to... The credits warps to Lon Lon is typically... From Fire Temple is always going to be cutscene 3, which is going to be that one. Or at least for Gerudo Fortress and Lon Lon. I think for 15 months, one word all caps. And it's just common for wrong warp to the credits to be from Fire Temple. If it was from Deku Tree or Dodongo's Cavern, you'd probably get something like Temple of Time is one. It could be Zora's Domain is a common one. What else? What are the other common wrong warp to the credits from those? There's some other ones I don't remember. Lake Hylia. When was the last time I played Vanilla OOT? Current day, current time. Thanks for 15 months, one word all caps. Last time I played Vanilla OOT glitchless? A while ago. I always pause there. For 7 months, Billgun. No, that's really bad. I don't know what my angle is. That work? No. I hate this. I really should just stop doing the jump. What? Okay, wait. I think I did actually mess it up. That almost certainly should have worked. I think the actual SRM is messed up. Oh, never mind. Okay, that was just really bad. Cool. Dekababas didn't spawn because SRM breaks the heap, which means like there's not really room for other stuff to load. That's why you also saw me like do that jump into Decatree. That's because the Decatree's mouth didn't load. There's the Decatree's mouth now. Explain this route. We do lots of SRM to glitch Frore's Wind so that we can warp anywhere. And the first 15 or so minutes of this is all just setup. So it's just a lot of SRM, which is gonna look very strange. The first SRM was getting the debug file. Then I have 4 more SRMs coming up. 1 to equip Mirror Shield, 1 to do the glitch Frore's Wind, 1 to delete medallions, and 1 to get Frore's Wind on B. So this is the SRM gauntlet, the scariest part of the run. I do think SRM is cool. There's 1. I've been running this game for about 13 years. Why does it think you're adult? The SRM I did there was specifically modifying Link's age value. And it modified Link's age value to 0, which is adult. 0 is adult and 1 is child. There's 2. Deleting medallions is because, due to a recent rule vote, we decided that you must actually set the dungeon completion for each dungeon. And for Shadow and Spirit temples, that essentially just means receiving the medallion. But the game doesn't even try to give you the medallion if you already have it. Which means that we have to not have those medallions. But the debug file has those medallions, so we have to get rid of them. And that just deleted them. That invisible grass there was modifying quest status stuff. So I could give and take away quest status stuff with that. Mostly take away. Delete medallions. And this last one is to get Furrow's Wind on B. Alright, no crash. As long as I don't crash warping away here, it's good. No crash. Alright. And now we're on to the meat of the run. I can now warp wherever I want with Furrow's Winds. I'm gonna go straight to Bomb of the Well. So now my angle determines where I go, and I'm gonna get grabbed by a wall master here with this specific angle, and this will take me to Twinrova. Yeah, so this is the property of the glitched Furrow's Wind. So the second SRM I did glitched the Furrow's Wind value so that where I warp to will be based on my angle. And then also that also applies to if you void out, die, or get grabbed by a wall master. Dying and getting caught by a wall master will specifically put you at an entrance, which is the reason we want a wall master for Twinrova, because Furrow's Wind and Voiding would use your specific respawn coordinates, which would be bad for Twinrova, as well as a specific respawn room. And Twinrova's room is room 3, while the room I was in Bottom of the Well was room 0, which wouldn't be good for Twinrova. And Wallmaster ignores that and just sets a specific room and a specific entrance. And for this fight, I also want to intentionally take damage, so I'm like trying to let go of shield as quickly as possible. Oh, come on. Really? Thanks instead of Icy Throw. Dude, this is not good. Okay, I got some damage. Okay, might be able to use this one. No, I thought I was gonna hit him. Okay, that's enough. Are you serious? They're just dancing around. Bad. My health is good at least. Pretty much perfect. Thanks for 44 months crafting, dude. Thanks for 7 months, Spartan Gamer. Thanks for 500 bits, Anime Game Kid. I need another specific angle. Every time I use Furrow's Wind, except for certain dungeons, it needs to be a specific angle. This angle is going to go back to Bottom of the Well. I might have messed that up. I hope that's fine. If this is right, I'll go to Phantom Ganon. Okay, everything's fine. Yeah, so all the setups I'm doing are angle specific, but for when you're warping somewhere, there's generally like a certain range of coordinates that work, but it's not, they're not all in the exact same area. There's like spaces, there's gaps in between coordinates that work. I think it's like roughly, like each range for a certain area is like 256 units, and then like I want to say roughly half of those are ones that won't crash. It's not like, they're not evenly spaced though. But the setups we do are all for one specific unit. But luckily we have like, we have leniency in the setups we can do. Like if every single one was only one specific unit possible, then some of the setups would be really bad, but a lot of these setups are pretty good because we have options to choose like exactly what work to do. Like for the bottom of the well ones, we have multiple different bottom of the well setups because we can start from different angles from a bunch of different places, and all of them are usually pretty quick. You can equip the hammer as child with equip swap, which just equips an item over a different item slot. But if you try to do that with the bow still acts like slingshot even as child. Or as child, even if you equip the bow, it still acts like slingshot. Okay, this will go back to bottom of the well. Cool. Okay. And this should be the last wall master. So wall masters won't be needed anymore because now that I'm in Baronade's room, if I set Foro's Wind here, it'll set it at the entrance coordinates here, and it'll set it in room 1. And all the other bosses are in room 1. And the coordinates for Baronade are pretty good for warping into all the other bosses. Oh no, that was early. Might as well Foro's Wind here. So the wall masters won't be needed anymore, so I can just use Foro's Wind for the rest. Hate doing that early. I swear I've been throwing the boomerang early more doing all dungeons than I ever have during Hundo. I don't know why. I never threw it early in Hundo, but doing all dungeons I have. Maybe it's like a child thing. I feel like child is throwing off my timing. Another warp here. Thanks for 9 months, Luna Silver. This one, my angle's not actually going to matter because this is a dungeon that would typically wrong warp you, so this actually is a different value, so I don't really have to care about my angle too much, slightly. but this will always take me to Deku Tree. Then next one is Morpha. Yeah, the B press there is frame perfect. Although if you're early, it's not the end. You just have to, you can try again if you're early. But getting it right for the actual warp is frame perfect. I am sure about that, I tested. You might be thinking like the early one, like I just mentioned. Like, you can go early and you can save it, but you can't go late. Okay, can I get lucky here? Oh, this might be it? Oh no, never mind. Maybe? Probably not. No. Alright. The boring strat it is then. What? Okay. That was weird. Okay. A bit of a weird fight, matched a little bit differently than normal. Coachetta's Child does not crash, it soft locks. You get stuck in whatever movement you're doing when you take it out. Yeah, stick hitbox is bigger, which is why I choose it over hammer. Yeah, you can equip soft hook shot. Slow. No, you can't really just like backflip onto the warps or something because you need a specific angle when going to the warps, and the angle you need typically kind of prevents you from getting a good setup going to the blue warp. Phantom Ganon is an exception. I actually do have a setup for that for Phantom Ganon. But in most of the other boss games, there's not really any good setup. So Deku Tree is another wrong warp dungeon, so I don't actually have to carry out my angle here. I can run straight to the warp. And next one is Zidongo's Cavern. Hey, Pope. The amount of health I have is based on the debug file that we load that just happens to have 14 hearts. Last bomb. Blue potion time. We actually have to drink blue potion for magic because we abuse magic so much. Yeah, you just warp to every well, you warp to 7 of the 8 bosses. Volvagia is the one we don't warp to, just because we want to use Volvagia for long warping to the credits, which we can't do with the glitch. Yeah, it's 15 minutes of setup and then a boss rush, pretty much. Blue potion was a part of any percent back when you did GIM to, well, even still, I guess it's now part of defeat Ganon no SRM, where you GIM blue potion to get a bottle early, but you're not actually using the blue potion. You just want to empty the bottle. And next is Bongo. That's good. Not pressing B. Not soft locking this time. Yeah, ADSRM. This route is pretty insane. How do you soft lock? Use Froze Wind right at the end of the fight, like right as the death cutscene's about to start. I did that in my first run today, or my first run past the SRM gauntlet in soft locks. Okay, this should go on the opposite side of the room. Okay. Okay, that angle is correct. Okay, this should not take me to Ice Cavern. Yeah, my last run, I messed up this angle and I went to Ice Cavern. So I'm gonna save a lot of time on the next split. Okay, this is not Ice Cavern, confirmed. I was so confused, dude. I was just like sitting in Ice Cavern for like 30 seconds wondering what to do. So I want to warp here to set Furrow's Wind right at this entrance. The glitch Furrow's Wind is no longer active, but that's good because now we can use this for long warp to credits. So we can't warp to the credits with the glitch active, and Volvagia is the fastest boss to get to, the fastest long warp to the credits boss to get to without the glitch. So Volvagia is the one we leave to go normally. No, 80 does not have to be Ganon. MST would not have any differences because SRM is completely banned in MST. Or did I say SRM is completely banned in MST? Did I say MST was banned in MST? Oh, I said SRM, okay. But yeah, SRM is banned in MST, so no changes there. I think for 15 months, Sensei. Here we go. Rip record? What do you mean? That is record. I just lost 2 minutes at the end in my PB. Actually, I am surprised at how accurate that 2-minute estimate was. I just like kind of guessed that it probably lost about 2 minutes and it was almost exactly right. Cool. All dungeons in under 40 minutes. Yeah, sub 38 is possible for sure. Yeah, I'll do another one in a sec. Yeah, that's the record. That's the record for all dungeons with SRM.